How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and today we're going to be talking about Zomedica. You guys know on this channel, I love looking at a bullish perspective as well as a bearish perspective. You also know that I'm a shareholder of Zomedica as well. Even though I sold 75% of my position, I still have 25% left over because I'm definitely interested in seeing the long-term potential of ZOM. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at an article that came out yesterday, and I'm also going to be doing a technical analysis looking at its most recent performance, and this is going to show us areas in regards to support. What is the overall trend looking like? What is the market sentiment? Is it looking bearish or is it looking bullish? That'll all be covered, and then I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts afterwards. All right, so we're going to be going over this article that came out yesterday for Zomedica. So here it is. Pounce on this pullback in the Zomedica share price. Time to lean bullish on ZOM stock as Zomedica commercializes its pet diagnostic product. Investors in veterinary testing and pharmaceutical company Zomedica stock have had their share of ups and downs this year. For traders seeking fast action, ZOM stock hasn't disappointed them in 2021 so far. Sure, you can trade the stock if you have nimble market timing, but what if you're in the market for a solid buy and hold position? If that's the case, then you're going to want to learn more about Zomedica's flagship product and the recently announced milestone related to it. We'll certainly delve into those topics along with the growth potential of the broader pet diagnostics market. First, however, it's imperative that we examine the recent price action of Zomedica shares. A closer look at ZOM stock. A brief glance at ZOM reveals that this is not an investment for the faint of heart. This one's volatile, so it's not appropriate for large positions. At the end of 2020, the shares were trading at around 23 cents a piece. Yet by January 12th, the stock had zoomed up to $1.30, and that's not even the end of the bull run. The ZOM stock buyers took a breather for several weeks, but then catapulted the share price of up to $2.91 on February the 8th. That marked the stock's 52-week high. If you're concerned about buying the stock at its peak price, no need to worry. The shares have pulled back since early February and trade today around $1.50. So perhaps you'll be able to buy ZOM stock at a bargain price. Also worth noting is that the company's earnings per share on a trailing 12-month basis is minus 5 cents. Hopefully Zomedica can get that number into a positive territory in the near future. Vast market opportunity. Perhaps you never thought about investing in the pet diagnostics market. I'll admit, it's not exactly the most talked about topic in the financial media. However, after examining some of the data, you might be persuaded to take a small position in this market and therefore in ZOM stock. Zomedica offered a compelling bull thesis for the pet diagnostics market in the company's Securities and Exchange Commission SEC 10-K form. Here are the relevant stats courtesy of Zomedica. 67% of households, so nearly 85 million homes in the US, have at least one pet. The average lifespan for dogs has increased to 15.4 years, and companion animals are generally living longer. 93% of dog-owning households visit the veterinarian annually. It's estimated that U.S. consumers were expected to have spent $99 billion on their pets in 2020. The companion animal diagnostics market is forecasted to reach $2.8 billion by 2024, at a compound annual growth rate of 9.8% from 2019 to 2024. In addition, the global veterinary immunodiagnostic market has been predicted to expand at a calculated annual growth rate of 9.6% and reach $2.1 billion by the year 2022. A major milestone. By now, you should be convinced that Zomedica's addressable market is vast and worth pursuing. But without a significant product launch, it would be awfully difficult for Zomedica to capitalize on this opportunity. Thankfully, a recent announcement puts this concern to rest. A press release from March 16th proudly revealed the first commercialization of Trueforma. Louis Navalier and the Investor Place research staff did a terrific job of summarizing the Trueforma diagnostics platform, which is designed to identify thyroid and adrenal issues in dogs and cats. Instead of shipping a blood test to a third-party lab, veterinarians and technicians can use the product to run the tests themselves. That makes the diagnostic process quicker and cheaper, two factors that will definitely appeal to worried pet owners. In what Zomedica CEO Robert Cohen called a momentous day, and I agree, the company recorded the first veterinarian sale of Trueforma. Trueforma's previously disclosed commercialization target date had been set for March 30. Thus, the commercialization appears to be moving forward ahead of schedule, which isn't a bad thing at all for Zomedica. The bottom line, it's all about the baby steps. First one, veterinarian sale of Trueforma, and later, hopefully, many more sales. Given the vast size of the pet diagnostics market, it's not difficult to envision Zomedica achieving many more milestones in 2021. Hope you guys enjoyed this article. I wanted to kind of go over with you guys. Like I said, what I love doing on this channel is giving you both the bullish perspective and as well as the bearish perspective if you are a shareholder in the stocks that we talk about. All right, so we're doing a technical analysis on Zomedica. So we could see at the Thursday close, it finished at $1.46, seeing lows of $1.45 and seeing highs of $1.62. Overall on the day, it was down 7.59%. So what we see in front of you is actually the 3-month 1-hour chart. We want to see what are the clear resistance levels are and what the support levels are in regards to price action. So we can see right away we have an area of resistance here right at $2.60 and also an area of resistance here at $2.80. So if we take a look now of the support areas, we definitely have some support here right at this $1.40 area because we've seen that it's bounced off of these particular areas before in the past, right? So this $1.40 area, if it ends up breaking, what is the next level that ZOM could actually get to? So if this particular area ends up breaking, the next level to be tested would be $1.30. If this level ends up breaking, then the next level to be tested would be right here. And yes, you're seeing this clearly around $1.10. And then the next level where we definitely have a strong area of support is right here at 92 cents. So being aware of this and knowing where these support levels are is good, especially if you want to take advantage of some swing trade opportunities, or maybe you might look at ZOM long term. These are ways to build out your position even further. Now, one thing that you want to be aware of if you are averaging down, knowing these support areas are actually really good because then you can bring down your cost basis. So reason why I'm showing you guys this, especially on the 3-month 1-hour, the trend is not looking good, right? It's looking very bearish. If the stock does end up recovering, which I do see it will, then we could definitely want to look forward to it seeing reclaiming back here to $1.60 and then making a move to get to at least $1.70 and then making that move to get to $1.80. That's the type of action that you want to be seeing at least on a short-term outlook, at least just to see some sign of recovery. If we're not seeing this and it's consolidating in this particular area in the 140s or the 150s, then you're definitely going to have the price getting beaten down even further. And that's just something that you need to be aware of. So for my final thoughts for Zomedica, I'm definitely interested in seeing how successful the Trueforma system actually is. If it doesn't end up being successful, this will definitely be reflected in the stock price. So that makes me want to also put in the disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So just know when you do invest, you're doing it at your own risk. One of the things we need to be aware of, Zomedica is a penny stock, and it's going to come with a lot of volatility. So what I mean by this, if you have an investment portfolio, let's say you only have $1,000, the most you should be allocating to penny stocks is no more than $100. So overall, that is 10% of your portfolio. And the reason why I say this, let's say, for example, that you ended up having $1,000 and you said, well, I'm going to take, you know what, $500 and I'm going to buy a penny stock with it. That penny stock loses half its value. How much do you have left? you have $250. So you just lost a quarter of your portfolio. Let's say, for example, you end up YOLOing it. So you say, you know what, I have $1,000. I'm going to put it all in on this one penny stock. It goes down by half. What do you have left? $500. That is a lot of volatility to stomach, especially when you have a small account or a small portfolio. Is that the way you want to build up your investment habits? Is that the smart thing to do? No, it isn't. So please be aware in regards to your overall asset allocation. So if you're playing penny stocks, just make sure you're not putting up half your portfolio, because it's the type of habit you just do not want to have. I do understand you want to make those big gains, but it does come with being patient. The more patient you are in the stock market, the more successful you're going to be. That's part of the reasons why when I do these technical analysis videos showing you these possible areas where the stock can actually pull back, these are opportunities for you to take advantage of. Of course, since we need to look forward to seeing how these earnings are for ZOM in regards to how well the true forma system is actually received in the market, it's definitely going to take some patience and also looking out for press releases to make sure that we're actually getting a return on our investments. I wanted to really caution this and really make sure that you guys are aware of this, because like I was saying, I'm hearing a lot of people saying, well, you know what, I lost this much or blah, 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 and so forth. And I'm like, you know what? You really need to make sure that you're investing wisely. And the best way to invest wisely, especially if you have a small account, is to make sure that you're not putting up your whole account or more than half of your account in penny stocks. Follow that 10% rule. And even though, you know, the gains, they may not be as big as if you would have put in your whole entire portfolio, yes, that's understood. But at the end of the day, if you're going to look at the stock market as a quick money scheme, you're bound to lose money. Trust me, I've been there, I've done that, I've gotten a t-shirt and so forth, and it's just not worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be talking to you soon. Peace.